Right, as of recording this video, it's a days away from when we had to sadly postpone our holiday / vacation to Florida. Who was the culprit? It was him, Mr. COVID. He has ruined our holiday, which has already been postponed once. He has ruined it. Go away, go away, go away. We don't want you in this house. We don't want you in this country. Just go away, Mr. COVID. So, when are we going? We're going to go later in the year. We are still going to Florida. We are still staying on site at Walt Disney World. It's early in the morning, I can't get my teeth in. Still staying at Walt Disney World. We have changed hotels. We were going to stay at the Pop Century Resort, and I've put a picture there. Nothing wrong with the Pop Century Resort. It's a lovely looking resort. We never stayed there. We like the look of it because it's on the Skyliner, which I think, if I remember, I put a picture there, which is like a little cable car system, which you get you from Pop Century to Caribbean Beach Resort, and then from there would then take you either to Epcot, that way, and Hollywood Studios. So we was going to potentially stay there. It looks a nice resort, but then when we looked online, we always look at, from our point of view, we have to have a disabled accessible room, because I'm disabled. That this GoPro at the minute is sitting on a, what do you call it, a stroller, not a stroller, could be a stroller, a walker, basically a frame on wheels. That's how I get around the house. So we have to look at, you know, what's the best room for me. Grab bars in the toilet. I think they have lower beds. That's not a great issue for me, but anyway. But basically a room that can get my scooter in, which is not that, it's out there. That's like an electric scooter. I think they might call them EVCs in America. But anyway, so we was going to go to Pop Century, but then we looked at, you know, what hotels would be accessible for a disabled person, and more hotels popped up. So that could be because we're booking it a bit further ahead than we normally would in terms of when we're going to go. So we've basically upgraded for a small fee. I won't say a big fee, but for a small fee we've upgraded, and we are staying there. That's the picture I found of the Coronado Springs Resort. So basically, anyone who knows the area of Walt Disney, you go up World Drive, Pop Century to the right, which is where Hollywood Studios and Epcot is, and it's pretty much the first on the left is the sign for Animal Kingdom. The Animal Kingdom Lodge is that way. That's also where the Coronado Springs is. And obviously keep on following the World Drive up, you get to Magic Kingdom and the monorail loops and all that. So we're quite excited about that because we've seen a couple of vlogs already, people doing a tour of the resort. I'll be doing a tour of the resort, assuming we get out there. Fingers crossed we get out there, because COVID injections are now coming, so we hope we can be fully injected by then. And more importantly, America's opened up the borders to international visitors because we'll be international, and our government will be letting us fly to and from wherever in the world, but preferably America. So it is exciting. It's a longer wait again. So yeah, third time's, it's actually 4 times the charm really, because this is the 3rd time we've had to change, or 2nd time, but a 3rd, you know, time we'd go to Florida. But it's actually our 4th time of changing, full holiday as such, because originally last year, before it all changed, we were going to do a cruise, as in a boat cruise, ship cruise, of Italy, going from Venice all the way down around to Rome. That didn't happen. That's a whole another story. Blame the tours for that. Not the people who booked it. Well, it is partly the people who booked it with us. They should have told us. But if you're watching this and you're slightly interested, when you go on a boat, they do tours to, say they dock up Rome, and then there's a journey into Rome, or they dock up whatever it is and you can go to Pisa and Florence. They do a excursion to that town. Well, it's always a price. We always knew it'd be a price. It seems if you're a wheelchair user, what I am, you have to have a special transport, which is basically a smaller one, which might accommodate maybe 2 people up to say 6 people. But because of that, the price of that tour would jump from say about, I don't know, £90, £100 to nearly £1,000, £1,000 per tour into a town. That's discrimination. I don't like using that word, but that's just discrimination. So we had to cancel that holiday, and that's when we then looked at Florida, 2 weeks on site, on property, and there we go from there. Delayed again. Fingers crossed we're going to go. So we are looking forward to it. We're doing a bit more research on this particular hotel. There's lots of restaurants in this hotel, lots of posh restaurants, nice drinks. I'm not an alcoholic drinker myself, but there's lots of alcohol in there if you want to drink that. Some really nice food. We've seen some pictures of some. Oh, it just looks really nice. So yeah. So fingers crossed we go this year, please.